Really big pieces of news regarding the K30 Ultra. First is regarding custom ROMs. The second is regarding an international release. At this point in the video, I want you guys to comment what you're most excited to learn about. First and foremost, let's start with custom ROMs. Now, this was shared on XDA Developers that recently Xiaomi has published the full kernel source code to the Redmi K30 Ultra. This means that developers can go ahead and begin working on custom ROMs if they so choose to do so. Now, normally there isn't very much support for MediaTek chipsets and MediaTek ROMs in general in the developer community. I went and I looked in the Redmi Note 8 Pro section of XDA and I was really surprised to see what I saw because there are a variety of custom ROMs for this MediaTek processor on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. This really begs the question if we're going to see much in the way of ROM development for the MediaTek Dimensity 1000 Plus chipset that's going to be found in the K30 Ultra along with the Realme X7 Pro. And if you guys want me to do a video about the Realme X7 Pro, comment in the description down below. Now, just because the source code has been released for the device is not a guarantee that we're going to see custom ROMs. Xiaomi went ahead and published the source code for the Poco F2 Pro, and we haven't seen much, if any, development for the device. Possibly because of the price of it, possibly because of the lack of Indian release. But that brings us into our second topic of talking about the international release. Okay, if you guys are enjoying this news, make sure you follow me on Twitter because I talk about these things. If you guys are not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to put some money in my pocket during these hard times, just use my affiliate links. Okay, back to the video. Now, this article comes courtesy of Gizmo China, and this is pretty interesting. A tweet from Angus Kai Ho NG, who is a global product marketing manager for Poco, tweeted out that Poco Global, I'm quiet. Recently, I've fallen in love with Hertz. Then I found out that Poco loves Hertz too. Now, this could be one of a variety of things because the Poco X2 comes with a 920 Hertz LCD display, but this could be hinting at something more. And we have an idea that this might be something more because at the Eurasian Economic Commission, or EEC, last month, it was revealed that a Poco branded device is coming with, or a new Poco branded device is coming, and it is possibly going to be a high-end phone. It could also be a budget Poco C3, which would just be another rebranded Redmi phone that's coming with a high refresh rate display. But being that we don't have a Redmi K30 Pro in India right now, we don't have a Poco F2 Pro in India right now, I wouldn't be surprised, and it's looking like we're going to be getting a launch specifically for the Indian market, possibly, of a Poco device. And it would make a lot of sense for Poco to launch the Poco F2 Ultra, possibly in India. To save cost, they could always bundle a 4G modem with the Dimensity 1000 because the Dimensity 1000 doesn't have the built-in 5G chipset. And India doesn't have much in the way of 5G development going on right now, and those 5G modems add an extra cost to the device. It's also worth noting that since the Redmi K20 Pro, we haven't seen a big headlining kind of device launch for the India market. I know a lot of my Indian viewers were really disappointed at the lack of high refresh rate on the Redmi K30 Pro, thinking that the Redmi K30 Pro would come to India to follow up the success of the Redmi K20 Pro. Without the release in India of this device yet, it keeps the playing field completely open for whether or not Xiaomi is going to bring a MediaTek or a Qualcomm-powered version of this device to the Indian market, or if they're going to bring this device at all to the Indian market. It's worth noting that the Realme X7 Pro is coming in at an extremely light weight, which would hint to a possible plastic design. Could we see Xiaomi go ahead and launch a fully plastic Poco phone? back in India, or like an all plastic version of a K30 Ultra, something like that. What would you like to see? Let me know in the comment section down below. Damn, this video seems to be about over. If you want to click over here, I might have some Poco F2 Pro videos. If you click over here, you'll probably find something about headphones. I'll wait for you. Still waiting.